Earth is a prison planet, and you are an inmate. You need to wake up and do the work so that you can escape and carry on with your journey. Do you believe that evil exists? Do you know whether evil is real or not? There's many people who will tell you that evil isn't real. There's no such thing as evil. It's just a construct of your mind. You need not be scared of evil or evil people because it can't hurt you because it doesn't even exist. Maybe those people have never come into contact with people who are just downright evil. Maybe they've never looked into evil eyes. Maybe they've never seen an evil smile. Maybe they've never seen the work of evil hands. Maybe they've never felt the energy of pure evil. And that's probably why they say that. But most likely, they are the very ones that they want you to believe doesn't exist. Evil is an extreme resistance to gaining knowledge. So, to put it bluntly, evil is stupidity, stubborn stupidity, stupidity that doesn't want to be enlightened, doesn't want to be educated, doesn't want to grow or know nothing more than it already knows. And that's why evil people can be so single minded because there isn't much in their mind. All that lives there is their wants and desires. That's why it's so easy for evil people to focus on that one thing, focus on that one person that they want to destroy. You, as an intelligent, spiritually knowledgeable person, you see many aspects of life, many aspects of people, many aspects of yourself. And because you see things in such a multifaceted way, you know that you don't have the only view that counts. You can't always be right. And there's other things that you have no knowledge of. And that's why you leave that gap of tolerating other people, of having consideration for other people, of accommodating other people. But an evil person is so dumb and single minded that there is no other aspect, there is no other viewpoint, there is nothing else to consider except what they want. And that makes them so powerful, not because they're inherently powerful, but there's so little that they can focus on. Their minds are so untrained, so unsophisticated, that it's only that one thing, and it's normally a destructive thing, that they focus on. And it's that focus, that absolute energy that they point in one direction only, that makes them so powerful. And it always it looks like evil gets the upper hand. But sometimes people are so ill informed, so dense, that you, as an enlightened being, you don't even feel the need to step into a fight with them because you're asking yourself, who would I be fighting? What would it say about me to fight this person who clearly has so much to learn? In that case, put your protection up, and that will probably infuriate them, that they can't engage you in the fight, because the fight then would be on such a low level that it would be beneath you to step into the fight. You would rather just protect yourself. Umkhulu wami, my chief ancestor, he always tells me that the way you'll know an evil person is somebody who's always smiling. It's like there's nothing in life that's so amusing that you can have a smile on your face 24/7. If a person wants you to believe that there's no evil in this world or call it by any other name, those are exactly the evil people that you should be wary of. You endanger yourself very greatly if you're going to walk through life believing that there's no opposing force to everything that you do. This is a plane of duality. For every good thing that you do, An equal and opposite thing exists or comes into existence every time you do something. Every time you gain light, there is somebody who gains in the darkness. And you need to wisen up to that. Evil isn't some force that can just overpower you. Once you gain knowledge, you cannot ungain it. You cannot unknow things. And that is why once you have awakened, you can never go back to sleep again. That's why once you follow the path of the light, you cannot go back to the dark side again. You would have to make extreme effort to get back to the dark side. And even then, the light will never 100% leave you unless you surrender or somehow delete and destroy all the knowledge that you've gained. If you've walked this path for more than a minute or two, believe me, I know that somebody close to you has become a barrier, has become an obstacle, has become somehow offended by you now gaining your light, coming back into your power, raising your awareness, focusing on your ascension. Because every time you do those things, people who want to keep you low and unaware are going to feel offended and they're going to rise up in opposition to you. And you must know evil is nothing more than stubborn stupidity. It's persistent effort not to gain knowledge. That is why you are always encouraged to open your mind and see more, observe more, know more, and apply it so that that knowledge can turn into wisdom. There are many people who will say that they are smart, evil people. Evil people can be so smart. They are so smart, but they haven't figured out that every evil deed that you do now will eventually come back to you. How smart can you be when you don't realize that in the end, all the evil you perpetrate, you're actually perpetrating against yourself? How smart are you really? It's those blinkers, that single-minded focus that makes evil people dumb. How would I do anything that eventually would amount to me shooting myself in the foot? It is wisdom that will temper my actions from even thinking or engaging in anything as ludicrous as that. So, in the end, whenever you come across an evil person, know that you have just met the most unsophisticated spirit in your immediate vicinity.